Welcome back. WeArEuS, and this is the last Berserker. So, as I promised, we will be swapping. We do not have great options for this weapon. 5 less damage for some extra stamina recovery. I'll go for that. No reason to look at any of this other stuff, right? No. Okay. The next thing we need to do is, unfortunately, reset the entire spear tree. I wish there was a button for that. Simple enough, really. Okay, so starting with the toppest branch, we have Savage Momentum, charge swift attacks. Okay. Increase the reach of charged poke blows. Yep, like that. Heat of Battle, gain increased poise and take less damage while attacking. Just more good stuff. I don't... Oh, after a dot. Okay. So I misread this. I thought this was a skill that would allow you to weave a dodge after an attack to mitigate the recovery animation, or cut that out entirely. No. Sure, more good stuff. So, as a part of our level 2 tier, we have Overwhelm, which increases the charge speed and damage of attacks chained after the final attack of a swift attack, or after the charged swift attack. It does not really show this well. Because from what I'm understanding, you use a charged swift attack, and every attack thereafter... No. Not attack speed. Charging speed. Okay. Okay. Not particularly impressed with that. Mortal Blow. Press Y after a swift attack. Channel energy into the sword and deliver a powerful swing. Okay. I don't hate it. If it works after Savage Momentum, maybe. Giant Hunt. Leap high into the air and plunge your sword down onto the enemy's head. Deals increased damage against larger enemies. You can charge it to consume an additional spirit charge and increase its damage. I mean, maybe you can use that to jump over specific attacks, but against a boss, it probably won't stagger them. Unless they're maybe mid-sized, like the dragon boss that we beat last episode before it transformed into its second phase. Yeah, I am not sold on that particular value. Press LB while charging a potent blow. Guard against enemy attacks using the Ghost Arm while charging a potent blow. Performing a Brink Guard with Ghost Arm block deals damage to the enemy. Potent blows chained after Ghost Arm block activate faster, and chained armor breakers do not consume stamina. I don't know what that last bit means exactly, but we'll figure it out once we get to armor breaker or whatever it is. I would rather just not do it at a point in time where I could be attacked. I also do want to see if I can dodge out of the charge animation, which would be more valuable than trying to block. The next one in the Unbreakable section is Indomitable. When taking damage while attacked, deal increased damage with the ongoing attack and gain spirit. That sort of thing is going to require very heavy armor, so you have as much defense as possible. Not really a fan. Okay, breakthrough. Dash forward, pushing the enemy back before delivering a powerful downward strike. Not exactly sold on this either. Helm Break, a sprint attack. Gain the ability to charge forward, dodge it. Gain the ability to charge forward, dodge attacks, and sprint attacks. Decrease. That sounds fine. Furious Swipe. Swiftly dodge in the desired direction while delivering a spinning slash. Gain invincibility momentarily upon activation. The skill can be activated like a normal dodge during certain actions. Successfully performing a Brink dodge with Furious Swipe will restore all spirit consumed by Furious Swipe over the course of several seconds. Okay, I can get behind that. I just don't see it being really good against bosses. Armor Breaker. Press X immediately after a normal guard or Brink guard. Deliver 2 slashes after guarding against an attack. Okay, so it's much stronger after a Brink guard, which is good. Defense stamina, decrease the amount of stamina consumed on a successful guard. Increase, yeah, sure. And then we go back for the level 10 tier. Mortal Blow Nascence, or Nascence. Gain the ability to chain into Mortal Blow after dodge attacks and sprint attacks. No? Sprint boost. Gain a small amount of spirit for for a few seconds upon breaking an enemy's stance with a charged attack. And it's not sprint boost, it's spirit boost. Sure, I guess. Phantom Knight's Veil. Attack by unleashing the explosive power of the Blade Phantom. After using Phantom Knight's Veil, briefly gain an effect that allows you to radiate the Blade Phantom's energy and damages nearby enemies when charging a skill. So not when charging a potent blow or swift attack, but a skill. When successfully charging and landing this skill, the Phantom executes a follow-up attack. If the charge is cancelled by incoming damage, the Phantom attempts a counter-strike. Charge this skill to consume an additional spirit charge and increase its damage and effect duration. You also take decreased stamina damage while under its effect. Trigger buttons. Probably best on Y. Decrease the charging time of attacks that follow a charged attack. I mean, I could use the swift charge attack into Phantom Knight's Veil. Assume a defensive stance to enhance defensive abilities. Briefly assume a defensive stance, and then attack nearby enemies with a ferocious roar. The attack grants increased poise and decreased damage taken effects. Parrying attacks while War Cry is in effect. Parrying attacks with War Cry increases the duration of these effects. I have no idea, honestly. If the video is anything to go by, the window for the parry is really weird. We'll see. So, this is Breakthrough Rising, which is a follow-up for Breakthrough. Gain the ability to charge Breakthrough. Increase movement speed and damage. No. Because I need the first skill, which isn't particularly impressive. Counter-Strike. Guard against an enemy attack and push them back. Using this skill just before being hit triggers a break guard and delivers a potent blow. Then gradually restores the spirit consumed by the skill. Charge the skill to consume one additional charge and increase its damage. The skill can be used while taking damage, but its damage will be reduced. And the spirit consumed will not be restored. Whether the charged effect is valuable depends entirely on if you can just hold it. If it doesn't automatically unleash the skill once it's fully charged, okay, it's probably pretty good. I don't know. I mean, this just feels like another... Yeah, this just feels like another reflection that is going to have a weird timing that I don't particularly care for, and thus will never actually use. Let's go to 18 and see what it's got. Titanic Descent. Dash toward the enemy to deliver a powerful downward strike. Mortal Blow, Bloodshed. Gain the ability to charge Mortal Blow. Charge this skill to swing the Greatsword and deliver a powerful sweeping attack to the surrounding area. This might be good against someone that's exhausted. Here we have Limit Break. Gain additional charge levels for Potent Blow. Might be useful for when the enemy's exhausted, but it depends on what its damage looks like compared to the combined damage for Mortal Blow and Mortal Blow Bloodshed. Or actually, this changes Mortal Blow so you can charge it, so the charged version of Mortal Blow. If its damage is higher, this isn't great. Not that. Oh, I guess it was this one. This also consumes a spirit charge. Inner Fury. Call forth energy from the earth below to pummel nearby enemies. Erupt with energy to gain an effect that increases charging speed for 15 seconds. Charge the skill to consume one additional spirit charge and increase the skill's damage. So the only reason you would ever use this is to increase your charging speed, which will probably help you become more DPS oriented. But I mean, that entirely comes down to the amount of charging, to the amount of charging speed you get. Which, crap. Increased number of hits. Nah. So from Helm Break, gain the ability to quickly chain Helm Break into a potent blow. Not really good if the enemy doesn't flinch and give you that window to follow up. Extreme Dodge. Gain increased stamina recovery rate for 5 seconds after a successful brink dodge. It doesn't stack with the effects of Solid Stance. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming maybe something over in the guard category. Frankly, no reason not to get it. Okay, this is solid stance. Gain increased stamina recovery for 5 seconds after a brink guard. Okay. And then Heart Piercer, a follow-up to Armor Breaker, which I do have. Immediately after a normal guard or brink guard. Okay. Press Y after Armor Breaker. Chain after Armor Breaker to thrust the sword forward and set off a burst of energy. Charge the skill to deliver an additional strike by triggering a powerful burst of energy. I mean, it looks good. I guess we'll try counter strike. Sure. I think we skip this one. Furious Swipe then connects into Furious Swipe Pursuit. Enhance the dodge of Furious Swipe and gain the ability to chain it into a dodge attack. I wonder if this works with Extreme Dodge. I would imagine so, because it doesn't specifically go out of its way to mention it. I don't want another skill though. I don't remember what's on. I don't remember which button is for dodging. Pretty sure it's A. We'll give it a try. Okay. Alright. So I know what time we have officially started the video. We are also very lightly armored, so expect a bit of suffering going forward. Really? Really? Are you sure? That doesn't seem right. Oh, by the way, I did go to the trouble of practicing the... Yeah, this is definitely the way we should be going, right? No, there is another thing we can do over here, apparently. So I did go through this place a few more times, killing things, because, frankly, I really like the spear. I actually should practice here before moving on, because how much? 12,000. I think we can spend that to upgrade something, because I expect this to be an experience in suffering until we get used to the cadence of the weapon. We actually can't upgrade until we reach 13,000 Lacrima. Noted. Using the skill costs the charges, so Dang it. Trying to remember which effects are on what button. Still don't remember. Okay, let's actually check. So, yeah, we did that. I like that a lot. This one, Counter-Strike. Okay. I thought it was on X, but, you know. Let's make sure nobody else is going to pop up. Yeah, it looks like we're fine. Probably a bad idea to use this against someone that has faster weapons than we do. Oops. Kind of awkward, honestly. What I really want to do is get into the groove of trying to use Counter-Strike just to see. Go ahead and burn this on strength, I guess. What else do we have again? Manage skills. Okay. dodge is on A like I thought it was. Which is kind of awkward to say considering that this is a generic PlayStation controller, so it's actually the X button, but whatever. Ow. Interrupted. Noted. Wrong button. What was... I don't know if I hit that correctly. Dang. Okay. Wrong button, that's why. It even connects into that? Interesting. I didn't think about that. So Counter-Strike actually leads into Armor Breaker. Which, you know, if the enemy isn't staggered, isn't going to particularly be too great, but Armor Breaker goes off quick enough that you aren't left too vulnerable. And you might be able to interrupt the attack, I don't know for certain. Since I saw the window was there, I went through with it. Okay, looks like we're safe. I am out of healing, though.
I will carve my victory upon his flesh.
I thought I dodged that. Okay. I thought I had blocked that. That is going to take some getting used to. God, I miss how fast the speeder was. I also forgot that we have the Counter-Strike as well. Unfortunate. What if... Ooh. Oh, couldn't interrupt it. That follow-up for the Brink Guard is going to be a tremendous part of our damage output. Awkward how that didn't actually target him, but sure. Okay, I feel like I've got the gist of it. Not well, but I've never been a fan of being made slower in games like this. So I've always opted for heavier or lighter weapons, but ones still capable of dealing actual good damage. Which is why the spear feels perfect. I do want to try the dual wield weapons now that we have more XP that we can, or more skill points we can throw behind it. I feel like I've been over here before. Also, probably waited too long for that, but it's fine. God, I really am tempted. I shouldn't, and I know I shouldn't. Maybe just one? I'm still trying to get used to a new weapon, so no, I have to hold off. God, they're everywhere too. try opening this door first. Okay. Real quick. He does not care in the slightest. I'm sorry. How? I was sure that timing was perfect. Also, the attacks from that guy are no joke. I think he hit from me for 300 each time. That is upsetting. Okay. I could not dodge because I was behind the ladder. And yeah, it's probably better to fight him out there, but I have no idea what else might be out there to interfere. It's not much better out here either with the floor on fire. I might just have to take the plunge and go out there because trying to fight him in that closed room is not good for this weapon. And it's not that the weapon makes all that much difference, it's just a change in reaction speed. There we go. Dang it. Hunter's scroll allows the blacksmith to craft gear from the hunter set. Okay. So, yeah. Not great. Not as great as I wanted it to be, anyway. Yeah, you thought I would forget about those worms? Ashen Wolf scroll for gear from the Ashen Wolf set. There was something up there. I don't know where that dropped us off. I want to check. Hey there. I don't like how I don't get that follow-up from a dash attack. Is there... Also, while the elite enemy was exhausted, I was going to follow it up with Phantom Knight's Veil, but the animation didn't go off in time. And then I was stuck there trying to just get close enough to go for the finisher, which, as you saw, didn't work out. Ah, that's why that effect wasn't actually working. Ah, okay. So I need this. Do I have any extra points? have to use a charged attack, and there's no guarantee. I mean, I say that, but it's not actually true, is it? I use them a lot, really. And even the one from Armor Breaker is still actually pretty good. Of course, it eats a skill point in order to be stronger, but it's pretty good. I'll get rid of this one and put this here so we can use that. Now it works. That's what I've been looking for. Now where does this put us? Ah, out there. Evacuation order. Not worth it, but we got it anyway, so... oh well. Oh. Well, if I had known that was there before, I would have used it against the elite enemy. Presuming it would have even worked. Hey, buddy.
You filthy monsters! Take this!
Okay. Ooh, it's him. I wonder if the parry from Warcry would actually interrupt his attacks. Frick. I can do that too. Nice. Okay. I don't know how the one that was attacking me didn't get hit. There we go. So this is particularly troubling. I don't remember what a willpower orb does. Ah, gives me extra health from in exchange for 3 spirit charges. Oh, he saw me anyway. Ow. All right. Yeah. A real fight with that thing is going to be tough. And then I also have to remember to manage my stamina, which I haven't been doing. Controller? That's not good. I wanted to spend this on this, right? Yeah. And then we'll get the... Just checking. And then we'll get the upgrade for Potent Blow that lets us charge the heavy attack multiple times, levels, whichever. What are you going to do? I don't have the juice. Noted. Oops. Oh. I suppose you're right. I don't have to waste this on it. That upsets me. Maybe getting him down there would be better. Ouch. Dang it. Okay. I tried to use Counter-Strike. Yeah, it was a bad idea. I saw the writing on the wall and I couldn't stop it. Okay. That's right. Through the fire, buddy. I would love to say better, but I'm missing 2 heals, so I'd be lying. This guy's the worst possible enemy for us to go up against with this weapon. While we're still learning it, of course. Stamina. Really? Missed the timing. I was almost going to heal, but I don't really need it. I wonder if the shoulder charge could have staggered him. Ah, shortcut. And now we can go back to the sword. Beautiful. I will take that. We do have more gear, so let's take a look at it. So this is part of the Ashen Wolf set. I still don't think I have the other pieces for the Soul Eater set. I think we were missing 2 pieces. Okay, so gray parts, gray equipment can have set effects. I guess this one's 3-piece effect is when your health is critical, you receive less damage. And its 5th is you gain more damage. There's just nothing good here. All of the stuff I want is just stamina recovery and healing recovery, really. And that's 400 extra defense. I actually do like that, really. Having nearly 500 defense on a single piece. But I need something else for the Hound set, which means it's coming out of another set piece. Well, I guess we're just wearing what we've got until there's another set with these stats that I want. Where am I? Okay. That's a little suspicious. Ah, boss. Hey there, buddy. No idea why this thing is running around with the dragonkin, but whatever. Now to unlock the shield weapon type, right? Right? I almost had them. Dang. I was hoping to chain those together. Dang it. Really? I can't? I tried to dodge. Excuse me. Whew.
A moment, please. I just wanted to thank you for saving me. I owe you my life.
I'm looking for Pavel, the nobleman. Do you know where I can find him?
Oh, I wonder... Are you the great General Khazan?
Depends on who's asking. Well, that's... I have to say, as frustrating as it was to screw things up when I needed to get the Counter-Strike, also the fact that the Counter-Strike requires stamina kind of sucks, though I can probably mitigate that with the skill that reduces stamina cost on successful guards. The fact that it costs stamina got me, I guess you could say, killed a few times. It didn't lead directly to death. It was more that I got hit and then I needed to heal, ran out of heals sooner, that sort of a thing. It took until then for me to realize that it was consuming stamina when I was using it. Which, I mean, it makes some sense that it would. But it also sucks. I mean, I can chain the thing back to back as long as I know the timing well enough. But after a while, also, once he heats up the spike enough, you just start accruing flame stacks, and then you just start burning. I won't keep that particular attempt in because, while a shame, I got really close to killing him. I think it was the previous time. Might not have been. The previous one or two times, I came very close to killing him. He had nothing. I had him read like a book. And then I burned to death. Just teeny tiny flame ticks, and I died. What can you do?
Polemian Castle. That's where Pavel will be. He gave orders to evacuate, but if he's not here, then the situation at the castle must be serious enough to keep him away from the battle.
Yeah, let's go with that.
And what's the fastest way there?
The path through the Scoffer Cave. It's dangerous, though. Please, let me be your guide there.
I mean, it is a little wintry out there, so wouldn't hurt to have another body to keep me warm.
It will be an honor to help a true hero of the Empire.
I mean, aside from my enemy's blood, constantly being bathed in that probably keeps you pretty warm, I would imagine.
A hero. Perhaps once, but not now.
May as well move to the next region before we end this. Scoffer Cave.
Pavel's territory is through here. There's stories about giant spiders in these caves. Let's hope they're just that. Stories. You go ahead. I'll catch up once the path is safer.
I remember her saying she would be the guide. I don't understand how you guide someone if you're not there.
And what is that stench?
I'm sorry, I just ate. It was very good, though. I have to say, I actually like the Greatsword a lot more than I thought I would. All the parries, even the ability to dash almost in the middle. I can use... Hold on, let me throw some of these points away. throw one in endurance. So, I don't remember the name of the skill. Where is it? Yeah, Furious Swipe. I did learn the hard way that you can't chain these back to back though, because it's got an awkward. It's the attack, the swipe right there, that is actually the issue. If it didn't have that, I could chain that back to back, and I could have more easily dealt with the overhead attacks from the goat, the goatsmith. I guess we'll call him. But I couldn't, so I think it was during this. I think it was during this attempt that I actually just figured, what if I just don't take the hits, and instead I dodged out of the way for most of them. The early ones I blocked, but also I don't remember what the name of that is. This counterattack. It's actually so easy to land that, by the way. Almost like you can't even miss it. What is this? Increase the damage. Oh. It did do a lot of damage, too. I did 3,000 to that guy. I don't know if we really want that, though. I kind of like this. If I can land a weak point hit, I just get the point back that I spent. Reflection, shorten the activation time. Enemies cannot break your stance. I guess that means they can't put you in that vulnerable state, which is not particularly. Well, if reflection uses stamina like I assume it does, and you use it just back to back until you have no stamina, I guess that's what this is for. So as long as you know the timing, the enemy can't really, put you into the stance broken state. They call it a number of different things, so it's kind of awkward. Spirit bomb. Take damage. I do like that. But with the Greatsword, I really don't need it. I have another means of gaining, frankly, infinite spirit so long as I land the counterattack properly. Well, at all, really. I kind of like the Greatsword. It's not crazy or anything. I think that belongs exclusively to the Shadow without taking damage. That's the one with the Greatsword, isn't it? Ring of Sealed Fire. Oh, that guy was called Volbano. Anyway, we spent that points on something in that other one. As you can see here, I removed Phantom Knight's Veil because, frankly, the damage wasn't really there. I do like that it has the gap close, and I do need something that closes the gap. Oh, we could have used... You'll have seen during the fight with the Volbano that I needed to get in close after using Armor Breaker's follow-up Heart Piercer because it pushes you away with the fully charged hit. which means you can't follow up once they're staggered because you're so far away and you don't have a really good gap closer otherwise. The spear? Oh, that's easy business, but this needs a gap closer. And I just realized it's Furious Swipe. Sure, you waste a skill point because you don't have to dodge anything and you're just using it to get close. But having that extra damage would be fine. I mean, it won't be a lot, but change into a dodge attack, which actually isn't bad. I don't really have a point I can take from anything, though. So that's probably what we'll get next, and then the ability to charge the potent attack multiple levels. So we need 2 more to make the Greatsword even greater. I didn't think I would actually like it as much as I do, but having the counterattack and the dodge, both of which, if you land them, restore... or something squishy. Both of them restore your spirit charges over time. That's just really good. Now, the counterattack isn't very easy to land back to back, but it is doable if the window is wide enough. I am actually... What did we get from him? I know we got some shoes that were red, by the way. So... I don't see them. I know we picked up shoes. They were something hooves. No. And no. I don't... There it is, Guardian's Hooves. Use the craft gear from the Fallen Guardian set. I guess we're still waiting for the blacksmith to come along. And then that's where we get the really good stuff, I'm guessing. I didn't, like I said before, I didn't think I would like the Greatsword. It's slow, and sure, it's strong, but the counterattack is really good. Like, incredible. So, that mitigates a lot of my issues with it. Now, the Dragonkin with the hammer would still be an issue. Even now, I don't know how I handled him as well as I did the last time that we dealt with him. I'm utterly mystified about that, but enemies like him are going to give us trouble. Bosses not as much because, frankly, I'll outlearn them faster than they can whittle down my will to overcome them. I didn't think I would like it this much. I really didn't. Frankly, counterattack and what was it? Not counterattack. It's called Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike and the use of counterattack during that boss fight actually have me kind of optimistic about using reflection. I don't want to be optimistic about using reflection. I don't want to give it the time of day. I really don't. But being able to consume as much stamina from the enemy as this skill would, I really want to be able to put it into use. But for now, that's 3 skill points away, and I spent an hour fighting that boss, and I only got 1, and that was after I beat him. Nevertheless, I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We will be back with another episode next week. I didn't think I would like the sword as much as I do, but I do. Now, I still love the spear. Spear is still king. And we still have the dual weapons to go. Relearn those, use the new skills that we've unlocked access to. It'll be another brand new weapon as far as I'm concerned. And I'm kind of looking forward to that too. But surprisingly, I'm also looking forward to more of using this weapon. And I hope you guys are too. And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.